Hello friends, today we are about to see Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law is based on the law of conservation of charge. According to Kirchhoff's current law, the sum of currents flowing into a node is equal to the sum of currents flowing out of that same node. The various steps to be followed are as such. The first step is we have to assign node voltages, and the second step is we have to assign currents to that nodes. The outgoing currents can be considered positive and incoming currents can be considered to be negative. However, this is just a convention. You can take the opposite case, that is, outgoing currents are negative and incoming currents are positive. Let us see this circuit. The problem is we have to find the currents I1 and I2 with the help of Kirchhoff's current law. Now we will first apply step 1 and step 2. The first step was to assign node voltages. So this is the node at which KCL is to be applied, and the node voltage which has been applied to this node is VA. The second step is to assign current directions. Here we have considered that all the currents are outgoing. So C1 is the current which is going out of the node, C2 is the current which is going out of the node, and C3 is the current which is going out of the node. Current going out of the node are considered to be positive. According to KCL, sum of outgoing currents should be equal to sum of incoming currents. The outgoing currents are C1, C2 and C3. Therefore, sum of C1, C2 and C3 should be equal to sum of incoming currents. There are no incoming currents assumed over here, hence the sum of incoming currents is 0. The current C1 can be found out by Ohm's law. C1 is VA minus 8 volts, that is the potential difference between these 2 points, divided by the resistance. This is simply Ohm's law. So C1 is VA minus 8 divided by 50. The current C2 can be found out similarly as VA positive to negative fall in potential minus 10, VA minus 10 divided by 200. The current C3 can be found out in a similar way. So VA, here we are going from negative to positive, hence there is a gain in potential, so VA plus 50 divided by the resistance 100. So now we have the equation VA minus 8 divided by 50 plus VA minus 10 divided by 200 plus VA plus 40 divided by 100 equal to 0. On solving this above equation, we get VA as minus 5.43 volts. Now since we know VA, we will now come to know C1, C2 as well as C3. Hence I1 and I2 can be found out subsequently. Let us take a more complicated problem. Again we are supposed to find out the various currents I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 and I6. First we will apply KCL to node A. This is the node A. So on applying KCL to node A and assuming all currents are outgoing, I can say that I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. I1 is nothing but VA positive to negative, so a minus sign, 12 VA minus 12 divided by 2 kilo ohms. Similarly, I2 and I3 can be found out. I3 can be found out as VA minus VB divided by 2 kilo ohms. Now we have to apply KCL to node B. For node B, again I4, I5 and I6 can be found out in a similar way. I4 is VB minus VA divided by 2 kilo ohms. On solving these two equations, we will get the values of VA and VB. Hence we will get the values of I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 and I6. Getting the values of this equation is what we are focusing over here. Solving these equations can be done later. The supernode problem. In the previous two examples, there was no voltage source between any two nodes. However, in this example, there is a voltage source of plus 5 volt of 5 volts, of 5 volts between the nodes 1 and 2. So such a problem is categorized under the supernode problem. The first two steps remain same, that is we have to assign node voltages VA and VB, and we can assume outward going currents I1, I2, I3 and I4. However, I cannot directly apply KCL on VA and VB, that is the node A and node B. I have to apply KCL on the super node. So applying KCL to super node, I get VA minus 10 divided by 2 plus VA divided by 3 plus VB divided by 7, and this I4 is nothing but minus 4 amperes because the direction of 4 ampere and I4 are opposite, so I4 is nothing but minus 4 amperes. So this is the first equation which we get, and the second equation can be easily obtained by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, that is VA minus 5 minus VB equal to 0 or VA minus VB equal to 5. So here we have the two equations in VA and VB, so we will be able to find VA and VB, and subsequently we will be able to find the currents I1, I2, I3 and I4. I hope friends that you have liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.